Shalom. Assalamu alaikum, my friends. So, yeah, I have to keep out the raccoons and the possums. They're coming in here. They like to dig up these seeds that I tried to plant. So I'm going to cover this with a plastic. Just until they start to get going. I had this problem last year, and every time I planted, a damn raccoon would come and eat up all my seeds before they even had a chance to ferment or sprout, I mean. Let's do the same thing to my cantaloupes. Whoops. going. Okay, so now we have the plastics on it, just to cover it so that the animals don't try to get on my seats. Alright, my friends, now that I have to dry this, clean this up, spread this out here, get that dry, clear that out of the way. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so we have all that done. It'll be like a little greenhouse for them. Once that sun hits inside there, it'll work like that. Just till they come up, and so I don't have to take them inside, because last year I had to take them in my house to get them to go, because every time I'd come out here, the raccoon would get them, or the possum. So I'm wanting to get all that freaking wood going out of here, all this wood, to get this burned, so I can get this one chopped down, and then get that burned out of here, so I don't have all this garbage trash wood, like this big pile back here that these damn raccoons and possums like to hide around in. So I want to clean all this shit up, man. I got a lot of big mess again. Happens every winter. I get a big mess of nonsense. So we'll have to get that figured out, clean that up, and then we will move on to our next project. So right now, first I got to burn all this wood. I got to remove a lot of this wood. So hopefully we're going to have some warm days, dry up all this damn rain. Who knows, it's going to be April, so April showers, you know, bring in May flowers. So we have to get that done, and we have to chop that down and clear all that out from over there, so that way it can all get done. And then let's see, we got this blue thing over here. I'm not quite sure. So it is still back in my yard. Got the blue line. Oh, there's dead end there. So all that water from his basement over there, he's pumping it, and it's getting pumped all over here. And that's where I get my house gets flooded. Not my house, but my whole backyard gets flooded, because all that water comes back over in here. So I tried to tell these people, I told them before to take that damn thing and put it to the front of the street, because they have a front street over there with drains. And I've told them before to put that shit going out that way, because you're just throwing it back. You're dumping all your water out of your basement, and you're dumping it all in our fucking yard. And no, that's not right. That's not gonna fly with me neither, because I can't stand when my whole yard gets fucking wet, because then it's nothing but mud, because I've got this tree that won't let grass grow. So once grass grows there, it'll be a little bit better. I won't be so pissed off by it, because most of the grass can absorb some of the water that sits there, but other than that, it doesn't get to do it. So we got to figure something out. But I got it on camera, you know, all that's nonsense. So if it does too much, and they're not and he doesn't listen to me anymore, then I'm just gonna go to the city and show the city and tell them, like, look, you guys are going to have to do something because I've told my neighbor nicely about this, not to do it. They don't listen. He's still doing it. So, see what all the city will say about that. Because, you know, that's really, in reality, you should be dumping that shit to the street. If you got a sub pump from your basement, you should be pumping that to your street drain, not back in someone else's fucking yard. That's rude. Very rude to me. That's very rude. How would he like it if I just started throwing garbage in his yard? You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of stuff I deal with, man. You know, on a daily, I deal with just pure ignorance. To me, it's just pure ignorance. I would never do something like that to someone. You know what I mean? I would respect people and shit. But all around where I live, man, it's like these people don't even give a shit. They don't respect. Half of them don't even have nobody gardens, you know. I'm like the only one around here doing that shit. Nobody else does it, so obviously they don't care. They're entwined with their fake reality of their simulated computer world, so they don't know the reality of fucking life. So they just run amok and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And because the majority of people that make laws and everything are just as fucked and brainwashed as them, they're behind computers and live in a simulated world. They don't realize, you know, they don't have no common sense about any of this shit. So, you know, what do we do about it in America? What do we do about it? You know, we got to start rising up against dumb people, basically. I mean, that's really what it's all about. When people in America, they say it's about race and stuff like that, it's not about that. It's about people being decent to each other. And most of the time, people are just engulfed into day-to-day activities, you know, video games, computers, television, watching movies, TV. They're entwined with that, and they don't know reality, nor do they talk to one another in a manner, you know, of communication to where, hey, dude, what is wrong with you? Are you okay? Because you're not doing normal stuff. You're dumping all your water in my yard. That's not normal. Are you okay? What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? And when you approach them like that, they get mad. They want to get mad and angry. Like, you know, so that's just, the world is so fucked anymore, man. People's brains are fried. Filled with drug activity, I guess. That's what they're all about. Doing their drugs and nonsense, other shit. They're not caring about people anymore. No one gives a shit about each other. So they just do that, and then it causes problems, and then, you know. Okay, my friends, we're done. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum.